Hey Mel, how you doing?
I'm doing good, Kofi. How are you?
I'm good. I'm good. Good.
Yep.
Welcome back.
Welcome back. Thanks for having me. Pleasure to be back.
Always, always.
Yeah.
There's this video on X,
Mm,
and this girl, is- she's telling her story. I don't know if it's a story or a deal but she's saying something that happened to her. You know,
yeah.
when she was, I think, she said class 4, if I'm not mistaken.
That's crazy.
Class 4 is like what class? Like what age?
Class four would be like maybe 8 years, 8, 9 years
8 to 9. All right. So
about.
then,
Yeah. Not 10 though. Because yeah, I'm gonna say we started 6 years now. I started class one, right? Into yeah, 7 years class two, 8 years class three, yeah, 9 years class four, nine.
mm, okay. You know what? Let's listen to a little bit of the story. But this is those who don't have the stomach. Bear with me. Okay. Um,
Yes. Oh, disclaimer. This is something that has to do with sexual violence. So, and someone who has been traumatized due to sexual and molestation or all of those. So, if this is not good for you, if you don't feel comfortable watching it, it is okay. We won't hold you after it. But this is can be a little heartbreaking depending on the kind of person who is watching. So, just FYI. Okay.
yeah. And this video was shared on X. So for those of you who want to go check it out. You can get it on X with the information on here. Whatever you're seeing on the screen, you can go look it up if you so want to. But
Mm-hmm.
Of one male teacher. Anytime we have our break, you know how in schools we have our break time, he allows all the kids to go out for break, to play, go and have their lunch and all of that. But for me, he'll keep me in the class, lock the door, make sure all the windows are closed. Mind you, our class window was the glass window, okay, the sliding ones. And if you're outside, you can see inside. So he made sure to position the chair right at the door. We had just one door. He positioned the chair right at the door to block it. And we'll be at the corner. So even if you're passing by, you think the class is empty. That's what he used to do every single day, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. He'll put the chair there. When it's time for break and everyone is out, he'll keep me there, touching me inappropriately, forcing a kiss. I mean, it's not something that I wanted to do. So my lips were like shut like this, and he'll be forcing a kiss on me, touching me inappropriately, holding my hand to touch down there, like forcing me to touch him down there because he'll be so, you know, like it went on and on and on and on. Just imagine 3 solid times in.
what is this about though? Like what is it about? Like what will make a teacher go through this? Because mind you, see the things that she listed out. That means a lot of things. Nyama bebree she see it. Like nyama
Mm-hmm.
bebree
Yep. Yep.
having to close the door, having to move this, having
So
to
you have
move
to
that.
go through all that trouble almost every day. And from what I heard, that if it's two, three, two breaks, he will do it the first break and the second break. All that trouble just to molest a child, a 9 year old, not a teenager, a 9 year old. She didn't even hit her teens yet.
Like one academic
Nine
year and
years
kind of thing.
old.
This was going on every single day. And the worst of it all is that, in every school you have like about 2 breaks or 3 maximum. We had 2 breaks. First break, he's doing it to me. Second break, he's doing it to me. And the worst part is, I used to do extra classes with this teacher. That means that after the extra classes, this same teacher is going to do that same thing to me again. And you may be wondering, how come nobody suspected this was going on? This was because anytime he did that, he made sure that he would spend some time with me doing all that he wanted to do. So when it's like maybe 10 minutes to break over, he would just release me. So I really didn't have the time to even play with my classmate because he would release me just like 10 minutes to break over just for me to go and eat. So like by the time I'm done eating, I'm a very slow eater. Anyone that knows me knows that I eat very slow. So by the time I come back, like it's break over, like I don't even get to play with my friends and all of that, right? And another crazy part is this person was trusted. This teacher was trusted to be taking care of me in school. Sometimes my pocket money will be handed over to him so that every day he'll be giving me some particular amount so that I'll not overspend on sweets and all of that. And this same teacher used to take me through extra classes, which we used to close around 5 or 6 p.m. And he's the same person that is taking me home. So that whole period in his class, I was being groomed. That's how serious it is. And at that time, I was just like 8 years old. What can I do about it? What can I say? Like,
She was 8.
So should I even use the word depressed? Like, I don't know. My flabber was casted. I was traumatized.
I don't even know how she can find humor in this.
An old man that also gets on my nerves all the time. I wasn't really comfortable living with her. Like, I was sad living with her. So how can I even go and tell such a person this and this and this is happening to me? So one day I had the courage to actually like voice out. So I was telling one of Mr. Ola, yes. So before I even move,
And that's the part 2. The video is in 2
Right.
yes, this is 2 badges and that's the part 2, but god damn. What is this?
I can't coffee.
Like what? So I don't even know if there's anything she could have done. Like I don't know. I don't know if there's anything she could have done or there was something.
Yes. See, the thing is, when it comes to like traumatic situation, I'm sure someone is saying that she could have screamed, she could have asked for help, she could have yelled for help, but every child is different. Okay,
Right.
some kids are very active, very verbal, and say brony ba. I think I had mentioned that before. Say brony ba, because they've made her feel very comfortable with saying everything that she wants. She could say this too and walk away with it. Like if she could tell everybody that, hey, this is what is happening. This is what had happened right in the beginning because it's very unusual, but Ghana nkwadaa no yɛakyerɛ ɔmo sɛ, hey, panyin kasa men kasa bi. Wokɔ kan ɛbɛka sɛ woyɛ akwadaa bɔne, right? So it's like even if you build up the courage to even go talk to someone, they won't receive it the way you were expected to receive. But I
Right.
hope now things that are going out there, like it's bringing awareness to parents to start listening to their kids.
Parents, this is why we do this. This is why we sit here and do these things to shed light. I don't know how much people we can reach or how much people we can talk to, but if it's in this one person, that's one individual that they're alive for at least the 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 dialogue or the channels open. Even if it's just one person, because this girl's situation is.
move on. After I posted part 1, one of my mates reached out to me, a very beautiful girl. I remember her. She's also a victim of what happened. So I'm just going to attach a screenshot here so that I know that what I'm saying is true. Now let's move on. With all these things that this man was doing, if you haven't watched, go to part 1 so that you understand. With all these things that this man was doing, apart from the inappropriate touching and all of that, him holding my hand to touch him down there and all of that, he will also be licking your ears, letting you sit on him and all that. So yes. And this went on, I already said that this went on for like the whole time that I was in primary 3. Okay. And one time I gathered courage to actually speak about this, and the only person I could speak to at that time was my close friend at that time. So when I told her, she also went like, she's a victim. He was doing that to her too. I didn't know. She didn't know. He was doing that to me. So we were both surprised. We were like, oh, okay. So as kids, what can we do? We're like, well, let's go and report to the principal. That day we gathered them because 2 traumatized kids. What can we do? So we were heading to the principal's office. When we got there, the door was locked, meaning he wasn't there. So after that time, we never revisited that conversation or issue again. Yeah. And I saw in the comment section some people were asking how come none of the teachers saw that, no school workers saw what was going on. This man was so strategic about what he was doing, and I'm very, very sure, 100% sure that he was doing this to almost every student. I mean, like, he was doing this to anyone that came to his class, because even after you leave his class to the next class, he tries to call you to come to his class when you are on break. Okay, so fast forward, I moved on after class 3. I went to class 4, and when I moved to class 4, I never saw that man's face again. Like, I have escaped. It felt like moving from class 3 to class 4 was like I have been set free from hellfire. Yes, that's how serious it is. Because if you are being abused from Monday to Friday, every day, the only time you get to rest is when you're on vacation. And finally, you've moved from that class to a different class. You have some kind of relief. So that's the kind of relief I had when I was in class 4. And I was so thankful to God that when I got to class 4, our teacher was a female and not a male, because I was traumatized. I remember we had like a few male teachers coming in to teach us, and I didn't get close to them at all because I was traumatized. I was scared of them. And you think, oh, class 4 went smooth. Nope. ICT teacher. Luckily, I do not even remember his name. If you attended the same school with me, please come and remind me of his name because I do not remember. ICT teacher also tried that BS on me in the ICT lab. When everyone is out, he will lock me there. And the way our ICT lab was, when you are locked there, you cannot escape. You cannot come out. Whether you scream or what, you are in there with him. Yeah. My whole life in primary 3 was a mess and a traumatic one for me because of one male.
Ladies and gentlemen, it sounds like this school was on a whole different level for young women. Like, god damn.
Or then Kolana Yencheria.
Yeah, what is this? Like, and that's why I always say it. And when I say it, they're like, oh, I'm with you. I'm with, like, when we draw the line, when the line is drawn, it say it's wrong, regardless of age and not. It will cover everything. This whole thing will stop. Because there are people that the first thing they will say is, oh, no, with you.
Mm-hmm.
When somebody is in a position or using the influence and everything they got to do things to you,
Take advantage of vulnerable people. Mm-hmm. It doesn't, for the people who ask about with dear he, what has age got to do with anything? Okay. So when we say akwala so na unim sa akwala we so. Why? Because what happened to actually going for your age mate? For you to go through all that trouble and hiding yourself just so you can get a little bit of pleasure. And even this, I don't see the pleasure in it. Your Makola to do something to you that she doesn't know what exactly she's doing. Where's the pleasure in that? And see, if it's not like you have to be a different kind of demon to do this and with no guilty conscience because coffee doesn't make sense to me. Oh.
No, it doesn't. It
This
doesn't. And the people saying, "Oh, nobody saw it." In school days, there are teachers that used to giddy, 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 giddy. You think other teachers wasn't seeing it? There are teachers some of the books my school girls some of them come with you. You think other teachers weren't seeing it?
yeah.
They are all
So,
they're part of the system. They're part of the they're part of the community. Like it's like an
yeah,
it's
team. They're a team and they're working together. And the thing is, I said they form some kind of like friendship bond thing there. You as a teacher, no, you can't turn them again. You a student, sorry, you can't
Mhm,
turn the teachers against each other. Oh yes, I will kind because we are collaborating. And obe
mhm.
go out omunyi now beti we need so. Okay. The way he's gonna go tell his side of the story is gonna make you look like you're the bad
Okay.
person.
It's man.
Yeah.
We need to do better.
We need to.
We need to do better.
I don't know what actions has been taken. It's probably too late now. She looks like she's at least what 15, 16. She's an adult now, maybe 18 if any. So that teacher has probably done that and gotten away with this. But I think we need to bring a lot of awareness to the children. Like let's forget. Listen to Ghana. I hope that this video reaches uh anybody who can share it with somebody who can get it up there. Okay. Few things we shouldn't use as politics: education, healthcare, and human needs, human resources. It shouldn't be politics. Okay. And if we're talking about education, it's not Sakolana Kotia Tina school, them teach age and the education system is even not so great. Until for a child to go to a system that is not even favoring her to give the education that she wants, but on top of that, she's also going to be traumatized by the teachers in this system, and there's nothing in place to make sure that this case can even voice out or even go too close to someone. Like, for they should know better. They should have seen better. And if you say you actually want the good of these children, you want the good of the country, Senkolane, I know I'm not a politician. I had nothing to say, but the only way we can have a better future, if you say you're looking for the good of the country, is to make sure that the upcoming people are doing well. How can a child be a good leader if she's so traumatized that she can't even bring herself to do anything? Because at least this kid knows she's been confident enough to bring herself and voice out. I'm telling you, she's like the 0.001% of the kids who are actually speaking up about the things that they've been through. There's so many of them that are still shut up and can't speak because people will tag them, people will say things about them. Not everybody has the confidence. And see, the awareness should not be paying too much attention to the adults and not. And the thing is, Omori and Colano, Omobe start here, Ombedi 60s, no, now they're chasing the 20s. Ombedi 17s, no, they're still looking down. You see, maybe like there's a thing say, you have to date, like people are used to dating people younger, but I don't think younger means an 8-year-old, a 9-year-old, a 6 years old, not even a 15-year-old. Still leave them alone, okay? Go talk to an adult whose frontal lobe is developed, who is able to have a conversation and is able to give consent. Now, I don't know what actions are happening to these people who are doing this, because I feel like there's no strong action enough for people to say, hey, I can't do that. Because I've made a joke about I went to visit this guy, and then he was trying to get attention and say, hey, what, do you want to rape me? He said no, you're free to go home. Now, if I made that joke to a Ghanaian or Ghana, Nkobe say I grown with Jai. But this person they know how serious it can get, and they don't even want to put themselves in a situation where someone could make that accusation. That is how serious it is. Now, a lot of people still go and do things like that, but we don't even have a system like that is going to protect us, so that kids can even say these things to scare anybody away. I collaborate me, I can say me, yeah, Jaime, Pacho. She will say anything, but the adult is still gonna do anything that he wants to do with them. Because what? Nobody's going to believe you.
And the people watching the video and questioning and questioning and questioning, there's something you got to understand or realize, right? Before obi beba abonten abeka asem no, right? Say odibia kan wana se oyi bi afi mu no. There's a fundamental, there's a base of the story, which is BBC. You got to understand that part. Once you say part and I said, yeah, then your judgment is a bit questionable.
Yeah.
But you got to understand, say, since you be no become a based on the way you can seminar, you can tell, say, was I in the room or I wasn't in the room? That's number one thing.
Yeah.
Did she go to the school? She did go to the school.
Something must have happened.
Something must have happened. And this teacher to be alone with 8-year-old, that's a questionable behavior. Regardless of how the whole thing unfolded, to be alone with an 8-year-old, that's a questionable.
That makes you a suspect. Because what kind of conversation are you having with the 8-year-old? I grew up then, what kind of play? And what kind of humor are you sharing? What kind of discussion are you having with the 8-year-old in a very intimate or enclosed area that nobody can see you guys? It's not in the open. It's not say you're quarrying her in the open for her peers to see say why are the bonnet. But no, what did not way? And for her to be able to voice out only to find out say she's not actually the only person, but there's other person. Now, if she was probably interviewing her other mates, she could have found herself getting at least maybe 5 people who says me crowd the via me da? Why? Why? It's so sad. I feel bad for the Ghana and Colano. No more system no more no, because it's not stopping. It's been there, it's been going on, and it's still going on until someone do something or put on some strict guidelines so that nobody crosses. And if you cross, you can even, I think at this point we need to make it a death penalty for someone to be scared. And I won't be against that.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm saying Kasakwa yeah, but some of the
Yes.
stories you wish it's not true, but then it turns out to be true, and then you wish it didn't happen to somebody, and it turns out it happened to somebody, and then you start feeling some type of way hearing this stuff.
Yes.
But
Mm-hmm.
this is
But
proposed reality.
long story short, stop and quit traumatizing the kids. Okay, move sell mudachi. Sexual way, no, you think say yeah, and then no. They could grow up and be having flashbacks about what you did to them. Maybe in that moment, no, she doesn't actually know exactly what you were doing to her. But later now she realized and said this was what was going on, and then maybe she actually realized and said she was being violated. No, now her brain is actually putting the dots together. That is when the trauma is gonna be start from, and it won't just end there. So maybe she's not gonna see the effect of what you're doing to her now, but later she's gonna see. Mokas and Kolaya and Kolabone, that is why they're having kids very young. Who is having them kids with them? Most of these children having kids are coming, those kids are coming from the fact that they've been molested, they've been raped, and nobody knows. Rebecca said, oh yeah, Kolabone, uhunu cry was through, uhunu cry was shata say. What has Nataria got to do with Pinyin? Pinyin unim yansa. Until no Shataria. How does that got to what does that got to do with you? But anyways, Kofi will it will be the same thing over and over again. Just leave the kids alone.
Just leave the kids alone, and there's been Kofi in the mail, and we'll be back again. You who are you back? Until so who be now see a can, you're always welcome to
bring it to us or join us anyway.
Yeah, out.